dette klip skal I se, hvor genialt CCTV er. Klippet foregår i en svømmehal i England, hvor en lille pige drukner, og livredderne intet opdager.
In North Wales, the underwater CCTV camera, which spotted the teenage girl silently drowning on the bottom of the leisure centre swimming pool in Bangor, has now sounded a full alert. The lifeguards are now aware, for the first time, of what's going on in the water below them.
The Poseidon screen is right next to the shallowing chair where I was sitting. Obviously the alarm sounded, the lights flashed. Draw my attention, looked at the screen. There's a little square red box around whatever is the casualty or wherever the casualty is. And you could just tell it was a body at the bottom.
The girl on the bottom hasn't got long. She isn't struggling to get to the surface because she's silently drowning. A rare condition which means there is nothing to alert the guards that someone's in trouble. As the alarm sounds, another lifesaver is already in the water.
It was a summer holidays, so we were really busy. Everything's going through your mind at once, everything. Do your routine, the whistle, the shout of the lifeguards, and just go in to get her. You just don't think about anything else, it's just getting the little girl out. Trying to get her back up to the top was a bit of a struggle because she's so heavy. It's not like you get trained for, I don't think. You get trained with a dummy and it's just nothing like what it is in real life. She was just like limp in my arm. I thought, that's it. Got her to the side, and then as soon as I got her to the surface, got her out together and gave her first aid.
The underwater camera cost £65,000. One of a new generation of smart CCTV, which is transforming the way Britain responds to emergencies.
Usually you get a struggle when somebody's taking in so much water. They'll shout with their arms, they try and struggle through it. Silent drowning is more when they don't struggle at all and they just kind of sink.
Can't watch all the pool all the time. With this system in the background, just helps the lifeguard to do their job. The system is very expensive, but you can't put a price on a life.
Really proud to save her, very proud to save her. Just so glad that she's okay.
Her ser en dreng på 10 år, der prøver at åbne en strømboks. Drengen har ingen idé om, at det han laver er dødsensfarligt.
In the centre of Plymouth, a young boy, caught on camera, trying to open an electricity box with a screwdriver.
It's a mains voltage electricity, and he's there with a metal screwdriver, so it is a dangerous situation.
Dangerous situations mean blues and twos, which alert the youngster and his mates to PC Maltby's approach.
Have a word with you. Can you stand over by the wall for me?
What, me?
Yeah, what have you been up to?
Nothing.
The boy still hasn't realised a CCTV camera has been watching him.
Right, I want to have a word with you. On this footbridge here, there's a CCTV camera, okay? It's been watching you and been watching what you've been doing.
When we arrived, we had caught the youths in the act, so to speak. They were still there in the location. At that time, they didn't have a screwdriver on them.
You search me if you want.
PC Maltby can talk directly to the CCTV operator back in the control room.
Confirm the guy in the white top did have a screwdriver in his hand at some point.
We've seen to attack the lock of those two power boxes.
Received, mate, thanks.
So we got the CCTV control room to rewind the tapes, look at the footage and see what happened to the screwdriver.
While all this is going on, and PC Maltby talks to the boy, the CCTV operator notices something else. Another lad tossing a screwdriver away.
Walk ahead of you about another 6 steps and stop there. Look to your left in the grass, it's a black handle screwdriver. Yes, that's it.
The boy is only 10, and PC Maltby decides to let him off with a warning and a visit to Dad.
Her er et klip, hvor en mand ligger og sover på torskingerne. Han er 2 centimeter fra at ramme strømledningen med sin fod. Der er så mange vold i den ledning, at han vil blive grillet på stedet, men det er ikke hans eneste problem.
It's not only kids who put themselves at risk on the railway. This man is in mortal danger. It's 3:30 in the afternoon. He's asleep on the tracks after a lunchtime bender, now caught on CCTV by a police helicopter.
Someone got off a train, came up to me and said, "There's someone asleep on the tracks at Epsom." A couple of people, I think, reported that they'd actually heard him snoring. There was a helicopter air support just above the man looking at him. They got some very good images from their CCTV cameras of him, and they could zoom right in and you could more or less see his chest rising, so it indicated that he was alive.
The sleeping man's feet are just inches from the live rail, which is still switched on.
The high voltage, 750 volts, and I think it's something like about 300,000 amps per second that passes through that, which could kill somebody in a split second. It sort of, I believe, implodes your internal organs. A very nasty death, I should think. Relying solely from the helicopter CCTV, he was out of shot of the camera CCTV fixed on the station. So it was the eye in the sky that fortunately was looking over us and him.
There's another danger too. A London-bound train is on the way.
Before Network Rail actually got on scene, there was a train just literally that brushed past him, was at the last minute diverted onto another set of tracks just to avoid the mail, which was very lucky for him.
With the power finally switched off, PC Board leads a team to rescue the drunken man.
Her skal I se en pige, der er på vej hjem fra byen alene fredag nat. CCTV-teamet finder hurtigt ud af, at hun ikke er alene.
It's 3:15 a.m. Friday morning. A 16-year-old girl is walking home alone in Doncaster in the north of England. She's being watched and followed by a man operating a CCTV camera.
A call came into the control room from an off-duty police officer, I believe was going home, that he'd seen a lone female on the bridge and concern for her safety. And as I actually pulled the camera around, I saw a female coming onto York Road. At that time of night, a single female made a decision to follow the female.
The girl isn't alone now. Fast response police officers are on their way. For the moment, the operator can only watch, wait, and hope.
He obviously didn't know her, and trying to either make eye contact or some kind of contact with her. He didn't know her, and it's just the way he was flitting and very pensive, very agitated to a point as they come towards the petrol station. It was a very sudden movement, but then he grabbed her.
As the man carries the teenager bodily into the bushes out of sight of the camera, the operator can only look on in horror. Amazingly, the man appears from the other side of the bushes just 10 seconds after abducting the girl. As he wanders off into the night, the first police patrol cars arrive. The noise of the sirens and the teenager's frantic struggles have scared him off.
He may have seen the blue lights flashing. He might have seen because at least 3 or 4 cars turned up, so it might have been a lot of noise that spooked him.
As the police care for the frightened girl, the man escapes into the undergrowth.
Because of the serious nature of the incident we had, which was essentially a kidnapping, and we knew that we had CCTV for this incident, and we decided to go publicly with it. We didn't have a clue who this man was.
The CCTV pictures weren't good enough for the kidnapper's face to be recognisable.
Har du ændret din mening om CCTV?